'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby.
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You gonna continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know. I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy, and it's that early AM, so I'm damn near on DMX as we speak here, right? So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, okay? So before we get started, chosen ones, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message and what I'm relaying to say those things to you. So again, thank you, all right? Now, chosen ones, there's a few messages for today and I'm going to break them down, all right? So again, just stay with me. I got you. If you got to pop in and out, I got you too. I'm going to post this on YouTube, okay? So again, chosen ones, stay with me. Now, the first message for today, I want you to realize that you're in the middle of your manifestations, chosen ones. So everything that you previously wanted up until this point in time, as well as certain things that you're calling in from the divine, I want you to realize at this point in time, God is presenting them, okay? So this is that past person that you were asking to love you. This is that love that you was praying to come through. This is that opportunity pertaining to a job position. This is that new location. This is that house. This is that car, so on and so forth, right? Even for you feeling fulfilled within you, I want you to realize that this is a season where certain things are going to be getting presented to you. But it's really important for you to pay attention to your perspective and know what's getting projected on you so that you can see clearly that you're in the middle of the manifestations. And I say that because God will show you certain small signs and synchronicities just to show you that you're on the right path. Only because there's certain people around you that do not have the best intentions, chosen ones. So there's certain people that's over your shoulder watching you. There's certain family members that's been restricting you or stopping you. There's certain people that because they were persuaded that they couldn't do it, they sat there and spoke that on you too. So the fact that you're making certain moves is making them want to watch you and stop you. You understand? Because you finding your truth and you getting closer to yourself is going to have you distance from them. Also, you finding your truth is going to have you disclose the truth about them too. So again, chosen ones, I want you to realize that certain things at this time are getting presented to you. So at that past person, I have to say, because some of you had past people that you were connected to that you thought was your twin flame. That was a karmic. See, you have to realize that whether or not you called it your soulmate, whether or not you call it your twin flame, whether or not you called it as far as your kingdom spouse, the person that you thought that you were going to be with, right? This is that person that, again, you sat there and put up with certain trials and tribulations, feeling like you guys were proving each other right or proving that you guys can follow through. The whole time that was God showing the truth about you two to disconnect you. You understand me? But when I say this, chosen ones, there's certain people from your past that soon as you thought about love or you hear about past love, a past life love coming, you start to roll your eyes because you automatically assume that it's that person that you're talking about. Or you hear that person's sign as far as like their birthday. They could be whatever the case may be, your fire sign, water sign, earth sign, whatever the case may be, right? Soon as you hear that type of sign, you start rolling your eyes because you automatically assume that it's that person, right? Soon as you hear about a certain job that they have or certain ways that they have, all of a sudden you assume that it's that person from the past, and you have to realize that that person from the past, if they're present still and you're still allowing them to dictate as far as certain ways that you go in your fate, chosen ones, you're not going to be able to have the future get presented if the past is still in it. You understand me? So stop associating with certain messages to past people that you're no longer connected with. God had you see the truth about these individuals because they're not for you. So again, if you kept going through through storm after storm after storm with this person, you had to start realizing who was driving you and where they was driving you to. You was going to steady have destruction. You was going to steady have limitations. You understand me? So again, people from your past that at that point in time, you was praying for them to get it right. You was praying for love. You was praying for certain things. And God was presenting it to you. But because you start to see those people get removed from you, you sat there and took it as God wasn't looking out for you, and he was. You understand me? See, when you were praying for certain things, God was having them come into fruition, but a lot of the times you were speaking against them, chosen ones. So for instance, you saying that you wanted love. You wanted somebody who's real. You want somebody who is going to be your perfect match. Somebody who likes the things that you like for real, not just trying to act like that in order to get your attention. It's not going to maintain that. See, you wanted somebody who had good intentions, somebody who had the same morals as you, the same future. They did the same training and work as you, whatever the case may be, right? You wanted somebody that, again, didn't have to be identical to you, but had to be on the same path as you. That means morally, that means mentally, that means spiritually. You understand? Like, these are individuals that are bettering themselves as you are bettering yourself. They following God's plan. So you were asking for these things. And God knew that the person that you were connected to didn't have the ability to provide that to you. So he was removing that. And all you seen was things getting taken, and you started to act the ass. Whole time you ain't realized that he had something else planned. The whole time you ain't realized he was removing that old because he had something new and better coming through. Something that wouldn't have you thinking less of you. Something that wouldn't be projecting on you. Something that wouldn't be limiting you. Something that wouldn't force you to feel like you had to change you. Things that just multiplied as far as your blessings, because they earned their abundance. You earned yours too. And now y'all together and everything's getting duplicated. You understand? So I want you to realize, chosen ones, again, certain past partnerships that you were connected to, that you thought this was your twin flame, that was a karmic that got presented to you. So you have to realize that the devil will sit there and try to take you and deter you off your path. They'll try to throw you off so that you no longer want to walk on in that purpose and plan, right? And I say this, chosen ones, because what if I told you, right? The devil, again, he sat there and heard bits and pieces of you giving a description of who you wanted your divine partner to look like, act like, walk like, talk like, right? So you may have said it aloud, whether or not you was praying to God out loud and the devil was monitoring it and hearing it, whether or not you was telling your friends or your homegirls or your homeboys like, oh, I want a partner like this, or you see so-and-so like that, or I had a dream about my person like this, or I dreamed that my person's like that. See, you was talking out loud and the devil was listening. See, the devil doesn't have intuition. They don't have the same abilities that we do. See, the devil doesn't have discernment either. If they do, they would have known already not to go against you. They would have already knew that everything's already predestined, right? So the devil heard you reciting and saying certain things that you wanted. Now think about this, because some of y'all have friends. Soon as you start talking about a partner that you like, all of a sudden that partnership came to an ending. Soon as you told them about a position that you wanted to be into, all of a sudden that position fell through for you. It's because certain people were projecting and praying certain things on you, right? So you were saying things loud and the devil was listening. So ear hustling in a sense. So what did the devil do? Try to go there and have somebody duplicate the person that you was calling in towards you, right? See, when I say this, chosen ones, I want you to realize that before you came to earth, God already had you looking over the world. God already had you looking down and seeing exactly what route you were supposed to take. So think about when you see those little tests where they have, now you're not no rat, you're not no mouse, but I have to tell you as far as an example pertaining to it. Think about how they have this and it has to find its way back home, or this and it has to find, or you can say how you say, well, let me see, ask my children, like, well, let me just make sure you know how to get back home. Give me the directions. Like, okay, we're going to take the direction that you say. So this is God saying, okay, this is the person that you're supposed to be with. I want you to look at this person. I want you to feel this person. I want you to observe this person. So before you came here, God showed you your plan. You got to get from here all the way to the end. You got to get from here and be able to pit stop here, go there, get that. But again, a lot of the time you may feel like disconnected from other things because you had other information that you was carrying. You understand me? So again, God told you to pre-plan before you even came to earth. Now he also showed you pertaining to the person that you're supposed to be with. See, you looked at them, you looked at their eyes, you seen their soul, you felt they spark, you felt them, right? See, think about chosen ones when they have those little tests where the wife has to identify her husband or the husband has to identify his wife through their hands. See, what do they have to do? They have to fill it out in a sense, right? So again, you have to allow yourself to feel. And what does the devil try to do to you your whole life? Have you try to work against your feelings? Have you try to work against your intuition? Why? Because that's something that is positive and necessary in order for you get to this next position, right? So when people say F feelings and, oh, well, feelings ain't that. No, feelings is everything. You understand me? They just hating because they don't have the intuition. They can't trust their discernment. You understand me? They are not gifted. They don't see the things that you see. So chosen ones, again, do not try to believe what they believe in. You have to have your own sight, insight, so on and so forth. But I say this, chosen ones, because your divine partner, before you came here, they could have been this race. They could have been a different sex. They could have been a feminine in their past lifetime. This lifetime, you the feminine and they the masculine. You have to know their soul, right? And this is going to make you think differently pertaining to people that you judge. Because you have to think, even pertaining to people who are interested in the same sex, they're going based upon that person that they are feeling, that person from that past lifetime. You understand? So some of them do assume that their person is going to come through the same sex as it did the last lifetime. But other people, you have to realize that you're feeling that energy, that they may not look. It's almost like God will have us dressed up in a sense. You have to realize that, because if he wants to keep you hidden, because the devil has ill intentions, the devil is going to try to steal your light. The devil is going to try to use your intuition, use your protection, use certain gifts that he gave you. The devil will try to manipulate you. So God will have you almost like an undercover boss. People are not going to know who you are at all, right? So again, he'll have you in multiple disguises. So you could have been light skinned in the last lifetime. This lifetime, you're darker. Last lifetime you could have been darker. This lifetime you're lighter. Last lifetime you could have been this race. This time you're this race, so on and so forth, right? Last lifetime you was like this, the last lifetime, but you have the same similarities, but your appearance may be different. But that's why they say that eyes is the key to the soul, because you feel that spark. You can see through to that individual. You know what that person's for you. So when I say this, chosen ones, you have to know that the devil will try to disguise people as your divine person too. The devil didn't overheard certain things as well. You understand? Certain insight that came to you. See, the devil sometimes knew certain things that you didn't know at that time because you didn't know you. You understand? But now you trust in the divine. Now you're getting closer to yourself. So when I tell you that the devil sent certain people dressed up as your divine partner, where in your past lifetime, again, your type, this lifetime could have been chocolate, masculines, or feminines, because again, in your past lifetime, that's how your divine person was presented. But the whole time, this lifetime, they coming in a different form, and you're going to know the difference. One is going to be karmic, one is going to be divine. So vice versa, complexion, don't get caught up in that as far as appearance. That's what I'm saying. As far as it's basically, this is your disguise. This is a dress up in a sense. Like your soul, your aura, your energy, that's something that you should be trusting, okay? So again, chosen ones, there's certain karmics that got presented, and they presented themselves as your divine person. So you thought this was your twin. The whole time they was a twin, but they was reflecting the dark side and the trauma bonding. So they was reflecting, you felt a bond with them because you were trauma bonding. So you thought that it was your twin. Think about that. When you say somebody's your twin, sometimes you could say this person's your twin because they have the same birthday as you. This person gonna be the twin, your twin, because that person really resembles you. And some people call that person your twin just to make fun of you, right? Like, oh, there's your twin, knowing damn well you don't look nothing like them. It's a joke, right? So know that there's multiple people that you thought it was your twin, but they really wasn't your equal. They was reflecting an unhealed side. They was reflecting a trauma side. They was reflecting your dark side. And it doesn't matter what complexion they were. You understand? You could be bright as shit, and they was still reflecting your dark side in a sense. You understand? So now you have your divine person coming in. Your past person had similarities. You felt some bonds, but again, it was the negative one. It was the trauma bond, and they stayed complacent. They was there to keep you stuck in that situation, keep reliving that cycle. They were sent here to stop you. Now, as far as the divine partner, they're going to reflect all the positive things about you. That's why it's important for you to get to know you, you to heal you, and be confident in you, because you were somebody's walking confirmation. Right now, somebody is waiting to align with you because you're the answers to their prayers. How you act, how you walk, how you talk, all of these things are going to be things that God told them that their divine partner was going to be. So again, chosen ones, you have to fill certain things out. If it's not reflecting who they truly are, and this is something that you could look at somebody's profile, and way before you got to know them and way before you knew them, you were doing the same thing as them, where it's almost like, again, no matter the age difference, no matter where they're at as far as location, you two were on the same timeline. So you was working on clothes, they was working on clothes. You was doing art, they was doing art. You was doing music, they was doing music. You was healing this, they was healing that. You was coming from this, they was going to that. Whatever the case may be, you guys were still in the same training. You guys were going through the same thing in order for you guys to be in preparation, right? For you to be prepared for each other. So, chosen ones, your divine partner is arriving, but they may look different. And I'll give you the scenario. It's almost like a lot of your exes could look like the rapper Future. You understand? Or whatever the case may be, say somebody that you are typically attracted to. Because you can look back at people you talk to like, damn, they kind of resemble each other a little bit. You understand? Regardless if it's the eyes, the walk, the talk, whatever the case, they got some type of similarity to them, right? Now, chosen ones. So you like look at one type and it's like you could have been in love with Future. Or you could have been in love with Offset. You could have been in love, whatever the case may be, they used to look like, right? All of a sudden, this divine boo, this person looks different than the people that you're typically attracted to. So again, if your preference is this look, this person could look different and you like, dang, that was the devil trying to finesse you the whole time. That was the devil trying to deter you and throw you off the whole time, make you feel like this wasn't your type because you wasn't accepted or used to healthier versions. You wasn't used to certain healthy things, chosen one. So you have to think that, right? Some people, again, as you start to heal you, your taste buds change too. We'll get into that, right? But again, you're the healthier version of certain things. You're things that again are healthy for them. You're the positive aspects of certain things for them. So chosen ones, just know again, you're gonna have to get a feel for the people for real, because you're gonna have two people get presented. One that's gonna reflect your past, and the other one is gonna present your future. You understand? Your past life. This is going to push. This is your active kingdom spouse. So the other one could have been a twin flame karmic. The other one could have been a soulmate karmic. This is your kingdom spouse. This is them all divinely lined up. This is your lover, homie, best friend. This is somebody that's just like you. Almost like how they say you and your partner look alike a little bit. This is how you know. Like this person, you two match each other. So again, in your past lifetime, you could have looked like this, like each other. But now this lifetime, y'all resemble each other. Like, again, you start to see that. You'll start to see yourself in them. But make sure that you're seeing you for truly you and being who you're supposed to be, because this is the confirmation for them, all right? So again, chosen ones, just know that certain satanic individuals, certain demonic individuals, they came to try to throw you off. So again, if you had a past partnership that was this sign and you like, no, I don't want no fire signs no more, or you didn't have certain people where the thing that you said that you'll never do typically is what your soulmate's gonna have, and that's to throw demonic people out the loop. So if you said, I'll never date somebody younger than me or older than me, now we ain't talking no R. Kelly shit. We ain't talking about no motherfucker, they damn near, you understand, whatever the case may be, they barely grown and you grown and shit. We not talking about that. If they grown, they at least in their 30s or damn, you know what I'm saying, like grown shit. So there could be an age difference that your divine partner is going to be. The main thing that you said that you'll never do. And I'm laughing because at this point in time, like my mother is 6 or 7 years older than my father, and I always said like I would not date no younger person. But at the same time, watch my divine partner. We'll see. You understand? We shall see. This will be continued. But chosen ones, your divine partner may come in a different form. You understand me? So they may come. You could have said, oh, well, the person who said, oh, nah, I don't mix no certain races. All of a sudden, look at you. You got a little flavor now. Now all of a sudden, now you interested. Your divine partner comes in a different form. See, chosen ones. God will do that intentionally to throw people off. So what they thought that you wouldn't want is the best thing for you, right? So the thing that you said, oh, well, you could be real laid back and your partner's gonna have a little spice in him. You could be somebody who operates, people felt like you was a masculine who acts feminine because you cook for your female, you sing to them, you wash, you understand, whatever the case may be, wash this, wash that, clean that, whatever the case may be. Other females that was in a toxic trait, they could have thought like that was negative. Shit, in the past life or years ago, young-minded me may have felt like a little cringy if somebody was to sing to me. Now now where I'm at, grown, you understand me, healed, and now I see certain things differently. Now I'm like, baby, go ahead, sing this, play the piano, play the guitar, play the saxophone, whatever it is that you do. Play your music, write to me. Like, you understand, you like things differently. So the same way that people used to look at me crazy when I used to be like, I don't want material things. Like, write a song for me. Like, write a poem for me. I want feelings in that. I don't want no auto-tune type shit. I want to feel you when I'm hearing that. You understand me? Like, I want to be where you at. Take me to where you at, in a sense. Like, make that picture, in a sense. You understand me? So, chosen ones, pertaining to you, I say that because you're going to have a divine partner that's going to speak your love language. The one thing that you thought that you didn't like. So, again, you could be used to those future people, them rough masculines, those masculines that try to act like they don't care, them people that try to act nonchalant, those people that try to have control, them people try to dictate who you are. All of a sudden, you get you a Russell who's all sweet, romantic. He sits there and does what he can to change your circumstances. All he needs you to be you in order to do for you. This is somebody that's a natural giver, somebody that always gives to people, but they don't reciprocate to them. So now they're going to still be them, be a giver, but they're going to give it to somebody who's appreciative of receiving. So it's not for you to change you. It's for you to change who you're giving to. You wasn't supposed to say F love. You were supposed to say F giving love to that person. You were supposed to say, it wasn't supposed for you to say, oh, money over that, this. It was supposed to be money over that shit. You understand me? So, chosen ones, don't let people change your perspective pertaining to certain things. Now, I say this as well. Not only pertaining to your kingdom spouses getting presented, I want you to realize, chosen ones, do not sit there and speak against you. And I'll get into this more. Now, if you did book as far as my virtual course, we'll definitely discuss this and go back over this, but this will just be a head start pertaining to it, right? Stop speaking against you. Some of you right now are upset. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause and I'm going to bring that message back. I'm going to end it live in a short moment, and then I'll bring that message back, because that's a whole nother message that we're going to have to tap into, right? But let's stick as far as this subject pertaining to certain individuals and positions. Just know certain things are getting presented, chosen ones, okay? So do not get discouraged, but know that sometimes God will hide certain ways that you're going because you pull people in your energy. So, for instance, think about this. You sit there and talk, thinking something. Oh, this person, you know, that's gang stalking you. You know this person that was doing magic on you. You know this person was watching you, were projecting energy on you. So you include them in your thoughts, because if you keep entertaining them and you keep saying, well, I don't want so-and-so to know about this, you're sending that information over to them. That's almost like you on speakerphone telling them exactly what you don't want them to do. So you pull them in your energy, okay? So be cautious of what you're speaking on you, what you're projecting on you, and who you're included with certain things that you want to go on pertaining to you. Because this is why God will throw you off. That's why sometimes you upset because you feel like you in the dark. No, because last time you seen that shit clearly, you start telling so-and-so a full description. You start giving them directions and instructions how to get there. God's like, nope, I'm going to keep you in the dark until your ass pop up and be there. It ain't no giving this person a heads up. It ain't giving this person instructions because they can't come. So certain things you're going to be in the dark with too, because of the individuals that you think is going with you. No, they not. They not. So think about this. You know how that mother who don't got money for everybody else. They like, listen, I got money for my squad, but I'm not going to feed the whole neighborhood, right? So think about this. How they say you wait till so-and-so leaves or not around, then they give you that bread. Or that grandmother who puts money in your hand, but she waits till nobody else is around to see it, right? Okay, so chosen ones, when I say that certain things are getting handed to you, but it's going to come in a form that nobody else is able to see. Now, other people are not going to be able to see as clearly. That's why when you talk too much, you telling people your business, you telling them your dream, you telling them what time you waking up, you telling them what time you going to sleep. Stop doing that, because you telling the enemy on when to attack you. You sitting there saying you wake up at this time, so they know if you sleep at this time, that's when they sending certain things towards you. Or you telling them certain, oh, you're intuition comes through your dreams. Now they popping up in your dreams. Now you having dreams about demons. It's they ass. Stop telling people certain things that God is telling you. When God is also relaying a message to you, this is not for you to tell other individuals. You understand me? When something is your message, God is telling you to prevent other people around you from doing what they intend to do towards you, and you end up telling the enemy on exactly how they can finesse you. Stop that. You understand? Keep it quiet. Says the devil comes in various forms. If your mother's not in her highest energy, guess what? She's being used as a portal for that negative shit, and she's a monitoring spirit too. So you got to disconnect. If your father's not in his positive energy, guess what? That's going to be a monitoring spirit. That's going to be somebody who's sent to attack your stuff. That ex that didn't like you until now somebody's noticing you. So let me tell you, there's rewards for being obedient the first time. So why would you sit there and again give this person who didn't see your worth the first time options and time again, rather than this person who's coming in, who's going to know who you are instantly? See, I told you I got another message for you, but we're going to get into that a little later, right? So I'm going to pause, regroup, And I promise you I'm going to come back and relay that message to you. And it's all about you pausing you. About if you feel stagnant right now, you feel stuck right now, you wondering what your next move is supposed to be, I got you, baby, all right? But chosen ones, don't look at everybody else's hand because everybody else's hand ain't got shit to do with you. Certain people don't even know what moves they supposed to do. This is almost like you playing spades with somebody and they talking about, oh, well, they don't got this amount of books. And you didn't turn this amount of books to that. Now you getting held, you understand, held accountable for the fact that they didn't know what they had in their hand. You understand me? So, chosen ones, when I say that, these people that you was connected to didn't know your worth. They downplayed you. They was on their city girl shit. They was on their disrespectful shit. They was on their city boy shit. They didn't know what they had in their hand in the sense of how to play it. Now, all of a sudden, somebody else, them cards got rotated, and now guess what happens? Now they upset. Now they feeling a hot ass mess because they seeing somebody else progress and get that blessing. See, a lot of abundance comes with you. You the key to somebody else's prayers that they've been asking for. So when you pay attention, and again, I'm about to get into this. Once I disconnect, I'm going to come back. If you're able to join me, beautiful. If not, I promise you I'm going to post it on YouTube, all right? But chosen ones, you about to see. But listen, I'm going to get up off of here, regroup myself, just recharge a little bit. But I promise you I'm going to be back on shortly with that other message, all right? So stick around, stay around. But I appreciate you. If you wasn't able to stay here through the whole message, I'm going to post this on YouTube. All I ask, come through, like, share, subscribe. Share it to somebody that needs to hear it at that time, but somebody who don't need to know your business. You understand what you got going on. I love you. If you need more clarity, I have coaching sessions where you can speak to me. I don't use no crystal balls, no tarot cards, none of that. All I'm going to do is speak to you like I'm speaking to you now, but I'm relaying what God told me to tell you. So you ain't going to have to tell me about your past. You ain't going to have to tell me about your present. You ain't going to have to tell me nothing. I'm going to tell you something. That's how you going to know God sent me to you or aligned you with me. You understand? So this is those key words in a sense that I'm going to provide for you. I'll be able to tell you exactly who's working against you and who's working towards you, so on and so forth, all right? But again, chosen ones, don't force yourself. If you get guided to me, that's beautiful, but just wait for God's guidance, all right? Because I can relay something to you, but if you're not ready to receive it, you ain't going to know what to do with it, right? So I love you so much. Again, I appreciate everything that y'all do. Y'all's love, y'all's positivity. You referencing certain people to heal themselves too. The fact that you not only focus on bettering you, but you referring me to other people to save them as well. Like, I appreciate you. I love you. I'm sending positive energy towards you. If you need me, you know how to reach me, baby. Be great.